up, fucker? Talking to him, not you. I got my respect for you. He's over here destroying shit that I gave him.
That was not me. That was the deer.
What are we looking at? Southern Tier's 2X Stout. I know it's just a coincidence, 2 Southern Tiers in a row. Actually, if he wants to try what I reviewed yesterday, I don't know why, but I don't like it at all today. I made it 3/4 of the way through, and I honestly dumped it out. It was just salty caramel. But I give it yesterday 7.5 or an 8. And today, I don't know if my taste changed or what, but I was like, I was not having it. Not having it. This is a double milk stout, and it weighs in at 7.5%. And I'm going to open it up with one of the battle box items.
I used your Guinness. I can't find my lighter.
The little fishy. It's a little fishy. It's kind of like the election.
That's not a little fishy. That's a big old dirty fish.
Right glass. Trump 2020. Fuck your feelings.
I just keep laughing every time I see a picture pop up of all the people showing up in D.C.
Over 1 million. They estimate there's more than 1 million people.
Just sick.
Go ahead and try that, Biden. I don't even think you had that many people vote for you, you fucking old idiot.
Cheers.
Smells stouty.
That's about all I get. Tastes like a stout.
I'm leaking.
Pretty smooth. Got that nice, thickness to it.
A little bit of a
dryness.
Yeah, kind of a, I don't know if that's like a dark cooking chocolate kind of bitterness to it, but
yeah, at the end especially, gets really dry. And
normally I'm a pretty big fan of stuff from Southern Tier, but I can't say that I'd buy this one again already, and it's a 6-pack. So that means you have to stay long enough to at least help me get through half of them.
Oh, don't you worry, boss.
Okay.
You know I'm usually good for Sundays.
I don't know how this ended up upstairs. Maybe I was wearing it and Christine moved it on the shelf. My crossbones.
Oh no, that was the other knife you gave me.
Why, you want to wreck this one too?
No. Hey, no, this one is good. This one, there's nothing wrong with it. The hunting knife got chipped up. It looks like a serrated knife, that's for sure.
I think from their subsidiary company, this the video that just went live right now.
Yeah.
This is another one.
So guys, I tried to cut open a deer with this. Look at how serrated, it's starting to rust, and look at how many chunks it took out of that blade. Just cutting into the pelvic.
Wade, that would be D2 steel that probably wasn't properly heat treated. Or what? Well, this is another one from them.
They got a lot of those with the carbon fiber look down the middle. It's a pretty nice one. I'd like it a little bit more if it was rounded, so it's not so sharp edged. But
well, that's a big difference between the one I gave you and that one.
Yeah.
Yours is more of a traditional, almost gentleman's folder,
yeah.
And this kind of comes off as more of a
pocket knife.
As a futuristic, almost like if you said to yourself, because we were just talking about this, if you said to yourself, I need a bunch of knives made for the movie Logan's Run, even though it was a 1976 movie, you'd kind of expect to see something a little bit more racy like this. I still think that Wee knife is I like that one more than this one. Not to mention, the one thing that I wonder, especially under your tutelage, how long it would last. Look at how thin that blade is.
Well, that's what this one's pretty thin, but I'm also not hacking into stuff with that. I mean,
hell,
this.
Yeah, you're right about in the middle. I'd say this is the thinnest. It does get a little fatter up here where it joins the knife, but even the crossbones, even though it's a very, like I said, I know some people would argue with me. I think Jay was saying that just because a knife has this profile doesn't necessarily make it a good defensive knife. But I'm telling you, you
poke her in the rib.
Just get in there and just scramble the heart a little bit. No, I thought it was a nice knife. I haven't figured out what category I'm gonna put it in. Then again, every single time I cough weird and think I'm gonna die, I give shit away that I regret that when I live 3 more days.
Oh gosh.
Actually, I just like the fact that shit gets used. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's got their own personalities. What would make you feel better? Dying with like a toolbox, like the toolbox in the back of your truck, completely filled full of knives of all different kinds, or you die with the 2 to 10 of them that you rotate through your usage because you treated all of your friends and family to take stuff like that. I mean, I have to admit, I've given away a couple things where afterwards I was like, oh, God, I probably would have carried that. But
at some point, yeah.
You know, on the other hand, you know, I've got the stuff that I carry on a regular basis, and I tell you, the stuff from Real Steel is some of my favorites. I mean, I have the fixed blade that I carry on me all the time, and this guy, and a quote from, and you can tell that it gets used. Maybe it's not covered all in blood and shit, but probably food and fecal matter.
Mine was covered in blood, like you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, problem is more of it was.
It was. It literally was. Dude, I was bleeding so bad, and it was right when I started. I'm like, what the fuck?
Really? How did you do that? Just
I was pulling the skin up so I could slice into it. And well, fucking
jacked up on adrenaline or what?
Just fucking nicked myself, and holy Christ.
Nick?
I nicked myself, but I know that doesn't probably do it justice. But it's like, it's bad.
The only reason it's not deeper is because it hit the fucking bone.
Either that or the fingernail. Look at that. I think it was the fingernail helped stop it.
Slow it down. Oh,
yeah, that was a fucking doozy. Well, hey, so I gotta tell you what. I don't know what Mikey does with that ammunition, but holy fuck, man, he packs it good. Hit this second deer now. Shot it.
Oh, the 308 stuff?
Yeah, I shot it. I didn't see any blood, and I'm like, I know I hit this thing. I know I hit this thing. But I'm looking at where it's at, and I'm like, there's no fucking blood anywhere. Well, I heard it run off like 50 feet, and then I saw it kind of crash into a tree. But then after that, I didn't know where it went, right? So I follow the tracks, like 50 feet, where it crashed into the tree. There it is. It's laying on the fucking ground. There's no fucking blood down the whole trail. And then I pick him up. You know, because I'm checking he's dead, you know, I'm poking him, and he ain't breathing, he ain't doing nothing. This is like 2 minutes after I shot him. So I flip him up to wrap a rope around him. Dude, blood just... I couldn't see the side I shot him on. The exit hole was like that. Through its chest. You could literally see... I rolled it, and man, blood was just spewing out. It must have just filled the lungs, and nothing came out.
The 308 stuff that Mikey loads for me, he knows is potentially for long-range stuff. The only difference is he didn't load me, and I don't even know why I didn't ask him. It's not that I don't trust him to doing as good of a job as a few other people out there. Won't mention any names. I'll just say there's a company with, you know, a guy I know that owns a company that ammunition might
Elite?
be. Well, I didn't say anything.
No, but I mean he does elite ammunition. I mean, it's just superb.
Yeah. I have, you know, I've never had Mikey, like, load me any of those, Alco projectiles. And I want to, the problem is even the day that I could consistently hit the silhouette at 550, I never hit it. I think I gave up after, 5 shots with those Alco bullets. I mean, you're talking about a projectile alone that's almost $2 for just the fucking projectile. Then you figure, so it was like, bam, okay, fine, I missed. What the problem was is I went the wrong direction. I kept thinking that I was shooting under the target, going off of my ballistic software.
You were shooting over?
That projectile flies so straight, and because it's, I think they're 175 grain, so they're less than what Mikey loads in those rounds. I believe I put every one of them over the target. I overshot it. I kept thinking I was undershot shooting it. Now, what I need to do is I need to load that projectile into my ballistic software, and I bet you it drastically changes my impact point. So, but yeah, I think I was on my 7th shot that day, and I finally chickened out. I'm like, okay, I give, man. I just wasted like $20 and 7 shots. It's a nasty ass round. It's also recommended as a hunting round. It's not going to have the expansion. It's going to be like a through and through, especially at the distance.
It'll just be like a needle point, going right through. But you got a hole through your lungs or heart. You're still going to be going down.
Yeah, that deer's going to be dead, and he doesn't even know it. Mm-hmm. Like going, hey, what's this? Shit.
Dude, so one of them, the first deer I shot it in the head. And I don't know if it was dead, I just didn't want it suffering. It was down on the ground, it wasn't moving. I mean, it just fell right over. So they could be twitching, whatever. So I tried putting another one in, but now it's kind of thrashing around on the ground. I shot it through its ear, because I'm still just going for headshots. It was literally right below me. Dude, I clipped its ear, and it looked like a pair of scissors. Went snip, snip. It's just a perfect line going down the tip of the ear.
You meanie.
No.
I just rock over there and take John Solar's mallet and just keep hitting it till it stops twitching.
I got him on the 3rd shot. Well, I got him on all 3, but the second one was in the ear.
First one was probably all that it needed.
Well, like I said, if it wasn't dead in the head, I didn't want it suffering. So it's not like I'm ruining any of the meat.
3 of you missed out on the club last time around, Cobra. Saying cheers 200 clubbers and wrong vid club. Well,
at least he knows.
Holy fuck! Thanks for the information. And holy fuck, I can say to you, always welcome. So nice of you. Our pleasure. I'm gonna have to go with the always welcome. I mean, these are decided by YouTube, not by me. Shark ZF6 reporting in from the Shark ZF6 channel.
That's the
retired. That's the way to go, my brother. I was wearing Ed's hat. I was wearing Ed's hat yesterday. Yes, Ed retired. Yeah, I wish I could say that about me right now. I actually enjoy what I do. I just don't want to do it anymore. I really want to go in search of a job where every day I go, God damn it, I can't believe these idiots pay me for this.
That's what I'm thinking. After this past couple weeks, I want to go do some hunting guides.
Hey, there's people that make damn good money at it. And you don't even necessarily have to make damn good money. If you actually are able to pay the bills, have the things that you want. Like to me, rich is, I've paid for my house. If I want to take a goddamn vacation and go visit John Solar out in Maine, I can do it without wondering what bill won't get paid.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Dodge. I got the front wheel drive fixed, and it was all torn apart. My brakes were at less than 15% left on them, so I had a brake job done all the way around on it. And but me and Christine were just talking about this today. If you hit like the record, like let's just say you win $600 million, the government keeps half of it. I now split the other half of it with Jules, because that was the deal that we had with that I made with Ed. If I ever win, they got half of it. So now you have $125,000 or $125 million. The first thing I do is I'm buying a 1-ton Dodge 4-door pickup truck, and the biggest badass fifth wheel. And me and Christine are going to tour around and visit all of our YouTube friends all over the United States and pick some place that's better to live than this fucking communist shithole. Actually, I can't really say that. We could have actually gone Trump. Because we use the same voting machines that have been fraudulently giving it up for Biden all over the place. But if you look at a map...
I was going to say, let me check out that map, see if Minnesota was red or blue.
If you look at that map, though, county by county, Minnesota only had like 3 areas that were blue.
Yeah. 3 small areas. The whole state was...
The three small areas were where all the retards live. The socialist numbnuts.
On this picture, like I said, I don't know how factual it is, but on this picture we were actually Trump.
If you take out the fraud from the machines.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you guys like all the people that showed up for the march? I saw a picture, and I don't know if it's true or not.
I saw a couple
of Trump actually in tears because he couldn't believe how many people showed up for him.
I didn't see about him in the tears, but I did see him drive by in his vehicle waving at people.
Kind of wish I only bought 2 of these now.
You know, I don't think it tastes horrible, but it's that, like you said, it's almost like that chocolate, you know, it doesn't taste like the cooking chocolate, but it acts the same way.
It could be me, though. I could have the crud.
No, I'm getting it, too.
I'm saying, I want you to try this, give me your opinion, but yesterday, I thought it wasn't bad, and today, I'm like, I can't even finish this. It's just, it was almost like too much of a good thing. My first impressions of that were definitely better than this. But I can see drinking 2 more of these just so that we can recycle the bottles. As a good environmentalist.
You were just too much, kid.
Okay, so technically speaking... Oh, Shark was the last one on the wrong video. So Frontline was #1 on Cooking with Eric. Oh, those mushrooms are awesome. I don't know what I ate for dinner, but I could have flown my own ass to the moon last night. I went in the bathroom, and it was like I cleared the neighborhood out of dogs, for starters. It was like... Then it went... And then I gave it a push, and it sounded like a golf ball coming out of a twizzle stick. It was like... I was like, wow!
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god.
And give it like 5 minutes, and I could do that all over again.
You think people care to hear what you shit like? Oh, Christ.
I mean, my fart was so bad I had to come down here and hang on. I didn't want to hit the ceiling when I let her fly.
Oh, I'm glad you got that out before you came down here.
This is full disclosure. I had something a second or 2 ago, and just for you, I held back.
Oh, appreciate it.
I might die from buildup.
That's, you know what?
That's like TSB, toxic sperm buildup. It's a real thing. Look it up. So, German Ninja says, "Damn you," to Frontline. Then German Ninja says 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure it works like that, Ninja. Then Smile Money says, "Okay, 3rd." And then just says 9. Okay. Elise Ackler. Okay, you know, it's we use English over here. What? You gotta look it up. Matt Davis says 2nd. German Ninja says 9. Harmarsh, no views or comments. 9. Cobra and German Ninja are setting them straight. German Ninja, where's the beer brew intro, babe?
Did she get taken out? No, she's on there.
Yeah, no, it didn't get pulled. I was surprised. I have no idea what YouTube comes up with as their decision on what they pull and what they don't pull. I could have I know this is a dramatization, but I could have a little old lady sitting in a rocking chair, and that one would get pulled, and then the next one, you can literally see the cooter, side boob, maybe even the piercing on her nipples, and for some reason that one makes it.
I don't know.
Sharky was almost panicked, but oh, I know. It's because I started off with the cooking segment, and then I launched the.
Okay.
I know what he's talking about now. It's all good. She was there. Gunwild says fifth, bitches. German Ninja. Oh, okay. There, she is. See, Cobra says hello. Cobra says I need one of those big walks. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I was a little worried though. I was doing a test run. I was getting the lantern that was in the battle box.
Yeah.
You have to char those little bags that become light. Now I didn't realize you could just cheat like fucking Battle Box did. They actually show you. You're supposed to like take it. And I went outside because the fucking thing smoked like a sumbitch. Went outside by the side door. And I took my lighter, and you get like the bottom of it going, and then it kind of rolls like a nuclear bomb as it's crossing the country, and it turns it from what is literally a soft bag into the filament.
Okay.
And I go just to double check. I was wondering about what the hell was I wondering about? This thing in tying a knot. And then I found the website afterwards, but I go over there, and all he does is he puts the two filaments on the light, assembles it, and fires it up for the first time. And I'm just like, well, I guess that works too, but that's not what the directions say to do. The directions say you're supposed to,
char them.
You're supposed to, you're supposed to char. Well, you put them in, and then char them in place. Slide the glass over. I don't know. You've probably seen one of these before. It's like a new version of an old thing. What do I do with it?
It's a new version of an old thing.
Well, my grandparents had a lantern just like this, but you put liquid in a tank and pumped it up.
Yep.
And
my dad has one of those.
And this one runs off of that LP tank.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I got a few of those.
So yeah.
You're talking about those bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said install them and then light them on fire with a match and let them turn into this. They're probably what, 5 times that size to start with? Mm-hmm. Well, the Battle Box boys, Curran, he just put them in place and then fucking fired this thing up for the first time. Yeah, it smoked like a sumbitch. But yeah, he just went straight on
Smoke like a sumbitch.
This thing's pretty bright though.
So that came in one of your battle boxes too?
Yeah, this was 69. I had high hopes for 69, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well,
so this is another one that
you gotta save that and take it out with you camping sometime. Get the old lady to go camping with you.
You realize who you're talking to, right?
Out.
Yeah, that'll be going with the Boy Scouts. Chris's idea of camping goes something like this. Of course, it'd have a cord on it. Room service? Yeah, room 1298. Yeah, can we get the filet mignon and a bottle of Cabernet up here? Preferably 37. Yeah, that's if there's not at least 5 stars. That's not even camping to her. I have never known. Well, she probably she probably camped a lot as a youth because her dad and her brother, aka All Things Dead.
Yeah.
So she's like, you haven't even. She goes, don't even. I have had more fucking fish and venison in my life than you probably have, even if you like it. So no, I don't want any All Things Dead. That's what she refers to it as, All Things Dead.
Die. asked her how she was doing it. She goes, another day. I said, well, I just got a couple deer, so, I'll bring you some venison over. I know how much you like that. And she goes, no.
Like you didn't get hit with something. El Tenda says, hoo-ha. First thing I did this morning at like 9 o'clock was sent El Tenda a picture of Father Guido Sarducci. It's like, El Tenda.
This one smells way better.
Oh, it starts off. When El Tenda was here the first time, Christine's dad, don't ask me how he did this, actually got a priest outfit and brought it over here, but Christopher and Nihap, I will throw myself under the bus on this one. That was the night that El Tenda thought he was drinking grappa to every shot that we had, but he was actually drinking the probably 200 plus moonshine.
Yeah.
The next day, he spent most of it vomiting. Well, actually, that night he was a trooper the next day, but yeah, it's kind of my fault. And then we got busy, and the photo shoot of him as Father Guido Sarducci never happened. But El Tenda, my friend, if you were to watch one Saturday night skit, and we were to put you in that priest outfit, I bet you that would be a video that people thought was pretty fucking funny. Oh, and if you see it and you can find it, actually I was told it's at Super One. My friend Grant, local friend, he goes, Eric, what's the best beer that we can get locally? If you were just to sit to drink all night long, what is what you'd get? And I said Castle Danger Cream Ale, and he goes, now imagine that with pecan. He said Indeed Brewing, which is what, over in Superior.
Yeah.
They make...
Oh, Indeed. Yeah, I don't know.
Or they're down by the cities. I'm not quite sure where they were. Hey, Google. Where is Indeed Brewing Company located?
The address for Indeed Brewing Company and Taproom is 711 Northeast 15th Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55413.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and by the way, if you notice that there was a little bit of an edit in the brew review yesterday, because I normally don't edit, I said somebody's name, only his first name, and she came on and blurted out an address in Mississippi. I don't know how this happened, Wade, but I mentioned your name and she blurted out an address, and I wasn't 100% sure if that was you or not, so I had to edit that part out. I was like, I said his name again,
Have another one.
and she said it again. I don't know. It was like...
By the way, this stuff is good, but you know what it really tastes like to me? Which is giving me, I'm giving that funny look because it's so different. I didn't expect it. It tastes like cream soda, like the cream root beer,
a little bit.
with a little caramel though. It's a weird combination. It's I don't know. It's kind of good, but it's also kind of disturbing, if that makes sense. Like it tastes.
I understand.
It tastes good and sweet, but then it's all of a sudden like it just doesn't taste more like a pop or something.
I almost wonder if it would be better without the Himalayan pink salt.
You gotta remind me. I still got a bunch of that if you need some.
Yeah, because I was just gonna order it for myself off of Amazon, and it's like I talked about this yesterday too. What is the deal? No matter what you want, if you went because you wanted to get an autographed signature of the baby Jesus in a gold plaque, there'd be at least 5 fuckers that gave it 0 or 1 star. And there'd be an explanation. Well, the #1 rated pink Himalayan salt on Amazon, if you look at the negative reviews, someone said they found glass in theirs. I was like, okay, so I panicked and I just didn't make a purchase. Oh, and by the way, because I talked about this, the fake, and I know they have to be, the fake MBus Pro sights that I got, the seller, again sent me another apology, and he is shipped out another set. He doesn't want the ones that I have back. He's apologizing for that, which either convenient or inconveniently right now, they are stuck on the gun because the half of the nut, the fastener broke.
Really?
Yeah, I'd get it, but it's the one that's in an. Actually, I don't know if you can.
So good.
It's in a location that's readily available, but yet locked. Yeah, the fastener that holds the. Well, let's see. If this was it right here, this cracked right in half. So the only way I'm getting that thing off of there right now is I might be able to get a wrench or a pair of pliers on what remains. But since it's on and it's tight and it's on the firearm that I want it to be on, I'm just going to leave it for right now. So I bought another set. Again, I don't want anyone to think it's a negative. I still, my recommendation on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 10 on these guys.
On what?
On these flip-up sights. They're Magpul MBus fake sights. They come in a packet. Oh yeah, if I showed you the literature, you'd go, that's a real one.
No. So, but what you're saying is they're not real, but you still like them.
Somebody has faked everything. The packaging and the sight says MBus.
But you still like it.
Yeah. Until I get out and shoot it. The only issue that I'm having is they don't function 100% correctly like the real ones do. The real one, and Jesus Christ, we're just drinking anyway. I can grab the real one.
Kill me sometimes, kid.
It's made so that you can thumb it there, there, or even press it right in the middle.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, the imitation does not work on this side. I don't know. Why don't you read a comment and I'll let you try the fake.
Reading comments is overrated.
Only if you're reading one where you're getting your own shit handed to you.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard nothing yet. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a real Cobra burnout, by the way. I'm not sure if you have a Sam's Club in your town, but they carry the Himalayan sea salt in one of those grinders. I use it. It's good with no glass so far. But FYI, Himalayan salt actually comes from Pakistan. Weird, right? Then Sharky 726 says not really. The western bit of the Himalayan stretches out into Pakistan, and those guys will sell anything to anybody, real or fake. Rich Huff, cheers all. Oh, man, I gave him thumbs up, not the heart, my bad. Changing it. A couple people got extra hearts. Their thumbs up. Rich Huff, cheers all. Well, howdy to you too, Rich.
So, there's a fake one.
Yeah.
MBus.
Yeah.
It's got all the stuff, right down to the yellow Loctite. Yellow Loctite on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you press, nothing happens. But, works fine on that side, works fine in the middle. Same with the backups. And it doesn't quite snap. Like, listen to this.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Versus,
it's not as smooth or, yeah. It's not as smooth or
there's
quite the spring.
That, and it also doesn't lay as flat. In the stowed position. But, if it's got the steel insert, came with the adjustment tool.
You think maybe those were really MBuses that the factory sold for cheaper to
it could have been
certain places because they had issues. They're functioning.
It could have been a batch. Yes, I agree. It could be that too. It could have been a batch that Magpul dumped for cheap on people like the guy that I bought it from. It was a batch that just didn't meet their quality standards. I can't rule that out either. Because if I showed you the paperwork, you'd be like going, why would someone go through this
Yeah,
much?
see, that's what I'm saying. I think that's just a lot of work to copy what someone else is doing to not even make it work properly. Because you would get in trouble for this.
You would think, yes.
If you were caught doing
But now, here's the thing. That was $110 for those two.
$30?
$37.
37. Okay.
Yeah, but we can't show this gun. This is a ghost gun. This gun doesn't exist.
That's fine. Go put it up.
Here, actually,
They'll see it if it's sitting there.
it's in my standing way. Yeah, they won't pause the video or anything like that.
No.
No. This is a ghost gun. It has a 1,000-round clip-azine. Okay, we having fun yet?
I'm having a great old time.
I should probably be on my second shitty.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I like the... Even though it's a little weird, I like the caramel one more.
Well, you drink that one, and can and be happy about drinking another one, because
We'll see.
I seem to have an
We'll
issue.
see. I gotta pace myself here.
Let's try the little fishy guy, even though he's supposed to be a string thing, and I've turned him into a thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Harmarsh, Eric, if you're happy with the $37 sights, that's all that matters. Yeah, well, I just want to be clear, Harmarsh, because I take a lot of stock in what I recommend and what I don't recommend to people. Because I have had some big YouTubers, one of them in particular, I won't mention his name, and it's not Yankee the Dick Suck Marshall. It's someone who I'm still sub to, and I have his cell phone number, and it's not Pete. He did a video on some mags, and I was like, shit, yeah, I gotta get me some of those. I mean, he recommended them. I'm gonna buy 6 or 8 of them.
They sucked ass.
And they're even a good brand, Metgar. Actually, Metgar for a 1911 chambered in .45. It's one of my more favorite. Actually, me personally speaking, the best 1911 chambered in .45 mag that you can get is the Kimber Stainless Pro. They come with 2 different kinds of bumpers. If you're into that, I do like that. I like putting the rubber bumper on the bottom. And that's my favorite. But Metgar, I have a couple of Metgars for .45 and absolutely love them. This was a Metgar for the 10 millimeter, and suck ass. I hate them. If I sent them to someone like Jay and he had them row-barred, they'd probably be a completely different magazine. But as they stand from Metgar, they suck. And so if I get something and I truly like it, you guys always hear about it. And I was honest because you guys saw Battle Box 69. I say
a lot of shit about things in my day.
I said that my exact words were, there's probably going to people that aren't going to like Battle Box 69 because it didn't have enough fluffy, cool ass shit. Now, what I like to rate a Battle Box on is, can you use every item in it? And to be totally honest, everything that was in Battle Box 69 is either already in use or it is going to be used. The kick-ass wool blanket and the holder, which is on the other side of your jacket, is going with my bug-out bag, which is actually, it's already sitting on my bug-out bag.
Oh, you're really ready to fucking bitch and roll out of here, ain't you?
That wool blanket,
yeah.
I bet you could use it to stop Superman. Smile Money was the first person that made a comment on the video. If you lay that blanket on you, I bet you'd be going, oh, some people like a heavy blanket on them in the winter. You will not be unhappy about that one. The matches from Zippo, they're incredible. They're like dynamite on a stick. Once you light it, you better plan on using it all the way through because you will not get it to go out. If you stick it in mud, it'll burn. If you put it under fire, it'll burn.
In water, it'll burn?
Yep.
Well, I figured you said mud, so.
Probably the closest thing to not being used is this in its true sense as a knotless wire or a knotless tie system. Now, as a bottle opener, I think it's kick-ass. And knowing that if I need to use it as a tie-down, I still can. And here's the funny thing, because I am not a camping person, the least I give a shit item in that whole box was the lantern. But I know a lot of people that can use it, especially Boy Scouts. So it's
those are nice. They're pretty bright.
They say that is 1,000 lumens, and I'm telling you, you can look at it, but you're gonna see two hot spots for a little while after looking at it. So yeah, I always give my honest opinion. I just thought that because it had a bunch of bigger items in it and not a whole bunch of smaller stuff, that some people would probably bitch and whine that it's not the best. But again, for me, when I open that box and I immediately go, that's going in my truck, that's going in my bug out bag, that is going to open a lot of beer.
That's going to open a lot of beer.
In this case, I like the knife, and that for sure is going to the Boy Scouts. So
I like how you just look at stuff, though. That's another beer opener. Fucking.
Is it bad when you have a high point chambered in 38 and the only thing you give a shit is trying to figure out how you can use it to open a beer? I figured it out. It was going to take a little bit of grinding, so I figured that's probably best not done. I wish I would have made the video I wanted to make with that before we gave it away. Me and Nihap were sending ideas back and forth one night. The one I would have loved to have done, and I had my fish tank at the time. Imagine the gun laying on the bottom of the tank, but bubbles were coming out of the barrel. I was going to put the tube up through the mag well so that the bubbles would come right out of the end of the barrel. Door stop, hammer, boat anchor. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the things other than using it as a pistol, of course. Cobra, 22 minutes, 27 seconds equals $5. Yeah, I know, I busted myself on that one. Harmarsh, my friends who dislike Trump, I ask why. No answer. He's racist. How is he racist? No answer to that question. Exactly.
That's that's like talking to my grandma. All she does is repeat the fucking shit the news says, but when you ask, well, where are the facts?
Exactly.
Where can you show how this is going on? Well, he just is.
And because he possibly, probably, more than likely had sex with some hookers, well, first of all, that doesn't... you weren't here. But here's the analogy I came up with. I'm sorry you got to listen to it again. I just like to hear myself talk. And I said this to a guy who said, well, he treats women poorly. I go, well, you
That's such fake news.
You don't really know that. You know that a hooker was trying to sue him to get rich, is what you know. I said, but okay, fine. I let a little time go by.
Well, he did call Rosie O'Donnell a fat bitch. I kind of laughed at that. I'm sorry, but I just laughed. I'm like, really? That's the worst? That's the worst that you can say?
That's all you got?
Because I find that fucking hilarious.
But I let a little time go by, and then I said to Ricky, I said, I got a question for you. And he goes, what? And I go, just a hypothetical. I just want to know where you'd fall on this. I said, Greg here is an absolute genius with money. He goes, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, if you handed Greg $1,000, within a few months, he's gonna put $1 million in your account. Ricky's like, yeah. He goes, you got my interest. And I said, but in the middle of this all going down, you find out that Greg's a fucking man whore and he'll sleep with anything that moves. Well, how the fuck, why would I give a fuck about that? He's making me $1 million. And I go, hey, can we go back to that Trump thing? And he goes, point taken. And I said, look at what the guy is doing for our economy. America is finally going in the right direction. You got a guy at the helm who cares about the little guys. If you remove all the lies and the bullshit that the media is putting out there, they have to. Otherwise, people, dim bulbs like my own mother and your grandmother, would be on board with him in a heartbeat if the truth was really out there. And that's what scares them. Because not only that, but Trump has the keys of the kingdom right now, and he can find out all of the secrets that the deep state is trying to bury, and they don't want us, the public, to know about. I'm actually surprised that he lived 4 years.
Yeah.
If in Vegas somewhere, you know that was a bet, and you know I would not want to have seen that happen. I don't really care. I don't really care, even if it's Obama. That is a bad blemish on our society. I would not want to see Obama go out after a recoil happened. I want Obama to go out like he deserves for treason. Same with Biden. It's not, and what's going down right now is definitely not good for our country, because if Trump is able to convince enough justices and enough people of power, which I believe that's where the corruption ultimately lies, he's our president. He won this election, and he continues to win this election, and everything that keeps Biden thinking that he's the winner is all based on fraud. And so no matter how this goes down, this is bad for our country, because right now there's 74 million people that are like, fuck you, you cheated, Trump is our president. So if Biden ends up getting in office, there's people like us that will never let it go. Same if Trump, no matter, even if he's able,
he stole the election.
Even if the
baby
Jesus comes back. And he instead of holding the 2 tablets, he's holding all of the empirical evidence that the deep state cheated and Biden never won. That Trump did this in a landslide. That woman who everybody made all the funny videos on, going no, just screaming her little fucking libtard head off. Those people will never be convinced that Trump is our true president. We're fucked either way. That's why I say kill them all and reload. Ben N, lucky number 21. Harmarsh, intro and brew babes are on point. At least 4 points, I hope. Well, actually 6 if you combine them all. Harmarsh, welcome to B&E Brew Reviews, where you'll get a brew review where we get to see Eric flirt with the Google Assistant. Yeah, bitch. Cobra, hi Matt. Nice pants.
I wearing not so nice pants the time before.
No, there's been like a week's worth of brew reviews that you weren't in, so yeah. He made a psychic prediction that you're here and that you have nice pants.
Just some regular jeans.
Are those skinny jeans?
They kind of are. But I tell you what.
You want to twirl for us?
No. Hey, fuck up. No, fuck off though. Look at this. Look at these jeans. These are like old people jeans, dude. They stretch like a motherfucker. So they're kind of tight, but the whole thing is they all stretch. They're comfortable.
So those are like spandex jeans.
Kind of.
Well, I could say
they're comfortable. That's all I can say.
Well, what do you want to say to Cobra? Hey, thanks. Glad you like them. Or a hand.
I sure ain't giving him a handy. And I don't know if I'm really glad he likes them. I'll just say, hey, thanks. Way to make a man feel weird, Cobra.
On multiple levels, like it's like as full disclosure, I have not talked to him today.
So you'll probably text him as soon as you see me. Hey,
Matt's here, and his ass looks great in those pants.
Oh shit.
Carmarsh, my club comment was deleted. Well, there's a surprise. Cobra, 59 minutes and 46 seconds.
Church is in session.
Want to go there? Want to go there and hear it?
I don't know.
Cobra. For years, that. What was that?
Man.
Pretty good effects I have, huh?
No.
Hey, someone. Was it Brian? Right from here in Minnesota. This sent me the picture last night. Picture of Biden all confused, going, "Hey, who shit my pants?"
I like that one I showed you today. That was, do you know what that was from? That was one of Dave Chappelle's skits where he's a crackhead. He's sitting there scratching.
Oh.
But they did a good job. They took Biden's face and put it on. Hey, man, you got any more than ballots?
Got any more than ballots?
Oh, I thought that was good.
McLean, I ran out of beer.
That sounds like a big personal problem.
What should I do, Eric? By the way, I'm so relieved we finally had some ass talk around here. Well, the beer part. You could try cooking up some rubbing alcohol and some
I would not
scope.
do that. Yeah, I'd just stick with scope if you're going to do that. Fuck the rubbing alcohol.
Can you actually imagine getting a buzz off a scope?
I used to have clients that would do that shit. Because that's all they could get their hands on.
McLean, dear Wade, I can promise you this. There will be a video of Matt and my interactions. But, spelt B-U-T-T, before you watch, you need to be cleared by a doctor because it's going to be hard to watch. Oh, McLean's been kind of hot on you over the last few videos if you didn't read the comments.
Usually I do, but I've been out deer hunting all week, so I have not really been watching.
And
But
Wade,
McLean has had a hard-on for me for a while, it sounds like, so.
right now, Wade says right now it's even harder to imagine. God. Wade, what's going on here? I thought the original Galloping Gourmet was strange, but this is ridiculous. Hey, Christine was doing her show, and I needed to get those mushrooms started. Time-wise, it worked out almost perfect. I brought the wok and the ring upstairs and put it on the electric because all I needed them to do is stay warm. Well, I cooked the ribeye out on the grill, made some mashed potatoes, and some peas and carrots. I'm not even sure what the hell dinner tonight's going to be. Wade says brew babes are all
Fuck, I don't know. That's some weird shit there.
That's some southern shit going down.
Voluptuous?
Flapulous?
I'm guessing that's the only thing it could possibly
Flapping.
be.
Oh yeah, a little flap pop. Yeah, what he said. Wade, nothing fixes a liberal's supposed superiority complex like a 762 brain enema.
I love it.
Yeah, Wade says when we finally have to do this, he says you can vote from the rooftops. I'll be voting from the trees. Wade, large mass quantities of alcohol. This is the way. And some answers for you provided by YouTube, Wade, on this next one. I'm Southern, of course. I prefer my mushrooms lightly battered and fried in garlic flavor butter. Then whip up some spicy ranch dip, crack open a good coffee stout, and enjoy.
I don't know about that whole spicy ranch dip. You putting the mushrooms in there?
I'd be willing to try what he's saying. Before you were even born, there was a place on Canal Park right next to the Warehouse Bar. It was a place where, I swear to God, whoever had the biggest dick was the guy walking around with this many empty plastic cups because a beer this big was $1 there. So you drank it, and you took your next beer and put it in that one, and these guys were like walking around with all these empties and the beer on. Yeah, that was a thing back then. Right next to that was a little restaurant. Now what? There's a fucking hotel there, and they had some of the most incredible deep fried mushrooms and French fries and onion rings. My mom used to take me and my sister down there. Good thing they weren't conservative mushrooms, or we would have never been able to go there, because my mom's really smart like that. That place doesn't exist anymore. I don't remember what the name. Actually, everything along that whole stretch is now hotels.
Yeah.
Because it's Emily Larson's tourist district. And I can say sounds good. Thanks for sharing. Good stuff.
I would definitely give that a try. But like I said, no. What I'm asking is, what do? You dip the mushrooms in the spicy ranch?
It's just a dip. Well, actually, skewer it with a skewer.
Oh, I suppose because they're battered in your deep frying the mushrooms, so they do. I get it now.
It does.
I was thinking. Hold on. I didn't realize you breaded them. So then, I'm thinking
lightly. I like the words lightly used.
But I'm thinking that these were like sautéed mushrooms. I'm like, how do you saute mushrooms and then dip them into it? But yes, so they're deep fried with some bread. I get it now. I'd still try it.
You know, Wade, what I'm interested in is my mushrooms. If you watched that yesterday, they were down here sauteing on a low heat for over an hour, almost probably an hour and a half from start to finish. And when you deep fry, you're like just breading a mushroom and you're putting it in the deep fryer. And the thing is I remember those mushrooms that we used to get when we went down there with my mom, and it was like, there was no way you can cook a mushroom in like 30 seconds in a deep fryer. At least I don't think. I don't know. I'm assuming that they were raw and they were just put into the batter and then went straight into the oil. There's questions, Wade.
I don't think it takes long to deep fry a mushroom.
Oh, there's plenty of places I'd like to go, though. I'd like to eat my way through that part of the neck of the woods. I so desperately, Christine would never. She'll be probably bag lunching it the whole time we're there, but going to go visit John in Maine. Bugs, lobster, and shrimp.
Lobster and shrimp. I do all that, yeah.
Oh, John.
She don't like that stuff.
John goes, you and Matt are fucking fooling yourselves if you think you've ever had seafood in Minnesota. By the time it gets to you, it's either so fake that fake doesn't get it done, or it has lost everything. To have a Maine lobster as it comes off of the boat and then goes into the... Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to disagree, but, I mean, shit, it's still good over here.
Second place is shared by Agent Chaos and Jim Hornet Fixer. Florida with Jim and alligator and all of the things that they have down there.
I would like to try alligator. I've never had.
Jim says it tastes like chicken because everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
according to the Matrix. And then we got Agent Chaos in New Orleans. So again, another bash of
crawfish.
Crawfish.
I've never tried crawfish.
I have never either. Crawfish and jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
I make a mean batch of jambalaya, but Agent Chaos and Mrs. Agent Chaos
jambalaya
would be like,
jambalaya? Jambalaya.
Whatever. Depends on what mood you're in when you're eating it.
Okay.
I've actually seen Agent Chaos's recipe, and we use similar things. For me, it was shrimp and why am I drawing a blank now on the sausage? Andula sausage.
I don't know what kind of sausage I use, but usually I try to go for something a little spicier.
Yeah, and that's what this is. It's kind of a little bit of the heat that you would get from a hot Italian, but more of a summer sausage isn't fair either, because I've only had that in a cooked, cut it and eat it thing versus you have to cook it before you can eat it. Andula. I think it's whatever. I'm already getting. I'll already have someone answering
Distracted.
that. Joey, just remember, before we all rise up, we need to stretch. Scotsman says this from the guy that gets his workouts at the docks. Smile money. Oh, God.
Damn, this is like fucking big old list.
The reason urban areas do not know why they shouldn't have voted for Biden is that the fake news and social media keep the truth from them. They were fed Trump killed 240,000 people by not controlling COVID. Trump wants to take your health insurance away from 20 million poor. Trump is controlled by Putin. Trump has made all of the allies hate us. Trump does not recognize the immigrants built this country and separated children from their mothers at the border. Trump tweets divided this country, promoted institutional racism. Trump was impeached. The press promoted everything out of Adam Schiff's mouth. Yeah. The press ignored the sexual assault allegations against Biden, but during Kavanaugh and fantasy was promoted as world-ending. And number 10, Trump supporters in urban areas couldn't speak out, couldn't display a sign, and if businesses lost money from attacks, they were labeled fascist, neo-Nazis, homophobic, xenophobic, and everything else that could be thrown at the wall. Didn't help that Hillary, Comey, Schiff, McCabe, Brennan, Hunter Biden, etc. not only are still free, they were never charged with even a parking ticket. Someone thumbs that up, and I'm going to thumbs it up again. But yeah, that's Smile Money. I kind of just want to copy and paste that straight to Disgrace Book.
Yeah, Facebook there.
And I might be. And I'm not even going to ask if it's okay, because I'm pretty sure it is. Smile Money again. Currently, more than 68,500 are hospitalized with COVID-19 across the country, more than at any other point during the pandemic. 4 of 5 of the hospitals in my county were on emergency divert for overcrowding, continuing to do the research.
Yeah, we're overcrowded right now. We keep getting people from Minneapolis and out of the areas because all the hospitals are full up here.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, I think we'd be alright, but yeah, we keep getting fucking people from everywhere but here.
And then it spreads to us. Some Dunkus? He really do be cooking. Yeah,
some donkus.
You have
get new people all the time.
You have 12 subs, no other content for your channel, and you weren't a prick, so I subbed. Smile Money. Okay, back to normal. Back to fun stuff. Take those sights to the range. Well, spring in Duluth might be a ways off, laugh out loud. You will probably change things on your gun a few more times before then. Hey, I can always shoot from the, well, here's the thing though. I can always shoot from the bedroom at the shack. The problem is, if winter has been medium to moderate, every step you take, you go 4 feet down, so it's really not a lot of fun. Otherwise, you can actually walk across the snow base to get to the shack, because there's no such thing as snow management up there, and there's a lot more than we normally get down here. Smile Money. I would have loved to have tried that 50 BMG with the Huber brake. You still could, because if I knew you were coming for a vacay, I could arrange for John Huber to visit and bring the gun back.
What he said. I don't think I shot it with the Huber brake on it, but I remember shooting it.
I don't remember. Did you shoot it when it was over where we had the long range shit? That had the brake. That had the Huber brake on it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was the year before that the brake got put on it. I think we actually had 2 shoots with John's brake. Because I got a video of Jerry, and I have no idea what the fuck he is seeing through that scope, other than his own heartbeat. Because he's on the ground, and you see him pick the rifle up, and he has it tilted like this, and a hole forms like 3 feet in front of the gun when he pulls the trigger. I guess Jerry was mining for worms or something that day.
I did not see that. That would have cracked me up really good.
If I can find that, I'll show it to you. I'll share it with Jerry too. Sharky, fucking Sharky. A good cook starts with a good sip. Sharky approved. And one of the cook.
One for the cook.
One for the pan.
One for the pan, just like it should be.
Nice cook setup with the stove and rig. Well, you know, it's just improvised down here. That's actually why I brought it back. Oh, no, it's still down here. That was in the mushrooms, too.
Oh, a little bit of my hot sauce.
A little bit of Matt's devil dust went in there. Having one of those stoves is a must. That and a barbecue with coal on stock. I actually have a garbage can out in the garage that's almost half filled, and we were just going to burn it to get rid of it, but I guess as long as it's not taking up unreasonable space or gets wrecked this year when half of my garage floods, like it always does. And I can say to Sharky, you got that right. Right on. Hope you enjoy. I'm just going to go with, you got that right. You got that right. Sharky, again with the read more button. A good cook can take a while. Kitchen knives, big and small, are consumable in my kitchen. I sharpen the hell out of them because in my book, sharp knives are safer knives.
I would have to disagree sometimes. I guess it all depends on the job.
I hone my kitchen knives up pre and post cook on a nice ceramic honing rod. That knife that you saw yesterday actually came with a steel, and I'm surprised at how well it works. So just basically like 3 or 4 passes on each side, and it'll go back to shaving hair, which almost every knife that I have that is out on my countertop right now will thinly shave a tomato. As long as it's frozen.
Sharp knives are very nice to use.
Let's see. I hone my kitchen knives. Oh, okay, I read that bit. And at times, when needed, I take them to the proper sharpener. I currently use the Work Sharp Ken Onion Edition with the knife grinder attachment. Epic device. This is what you need right now.
Yes.
The special knives only get to see actual stones, as I don't take a mechanical sharpener to knives that are special to me. Well, at this point,
I wouldn't want to use a grinder, but I mean, I have to when it's chipped that bad. I mean, this looks like a freaking.
It looks like a serrated blade, for God's sakes.
It looks like a serrated blade. I already showed him, I think. But yeah, that's good. A couple of those dingers are really.
Mike says cheers. Yeah, I couldn't believe how that turned out, man. It's almost like someone forgot to send that to the heat treater.
Oh fuck! But look at that, just running my finger down. Still sharp when it's not banged up.
Smile Money. The Justice Department should be securing the ballots, envelopes, and machines. Every day they are left alone, they're able to revise and hide. Yet, do you trust the FBI and the Justice Department? Dinscourge has a sub-comment to this. Yes, the same FBI that investigates the candidates based on information gathered from foreign spy guys paid for illegal during the campaign without questioning how they came up with the information, and then later found nothing anyways. They would probably find a mountain of information saying Orange Bio paid for the entire system with money he got from Putin or something. Dinscourage is a classic cynic, and and I fully agree, because
he hit the spot on that one.
Because people like us are some of the only people that seem to question this shit, and I.
Oh, well, we're just conspiracists, man.
Oh,
There's no logic behind it. It's just conspiracists.
Yeah, it's always orange
talking.
man good in our world, and everything Democrat is bad.
That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing on the fucking news, and I'm telling my grandma, shut that shit off. They're just saying they're saying the election's over. You know, they keep saying Trump should be, given up by now, or conceding, and then, what was the other one? You were just saying something about, oh yeah, like with the FBI or whatever, get them involved. Well, what? They fucking got into the last election pretty good. I mean, we had 4 years of, investigations over nothing?
See, that's already starting. The libtards are saying, when the rightful president, Biden, takes office, the Republicans are just going to waste taxpayer time and money trying to falsely come up with the claims that he's somehow fraudulent. No, I think
that what you guys did 4 years ago?
I think there's plenty of proof of who of Trump is and Hunter.
I'll tell you what, I look at the news and I fucking laugh.
He is on the video. I'm sorry, you can sit and watch it where he says, "Oh yeah, I called him up and I said they ain't getting their fucking money until the prosecutor's fired." And 30 minutes later, boom, he's gone. That better be free, Cobra. All I'm saying. And that's exactly what took place.
Yeah.
Yet if Donald Trump looks at a prostitute's ass weird, it's on the 6 o'clock news about how
he's a fucking sexist pig. He's fucking orange man bad.
Sharky says SH BR. Clyde?
BR. Hold on. Still here, BR.
Well,
BR.
one is still here, and the other one is the brew basically the brew girls all. He was spanking it all the way to the end. Clyde, well, Justin Wilson, you ain't, but that'll do, pig. That'll do, whiskey. Who's Justin Wilson? And what are you fucking calling me?
Well, Justin Willis, you ain't, but that'll do, pig, that'll do. Whiskey.
See, I did something I financially should not have done yesterday.
Oh, you see a new little Lefroy bottle?
Cask strength. That'll turn your nipples down.
Down? It'll fucking perk me right up. Yep.
So, this is obvious, and I'm sure, where is it? It's got to be. So we got 2 whiskeys without the E in a row. Well, actually, it's a jam sandwich. Jules is in the middle. Ever had a jam sandwich?
You pick.
Take 2 pieces of bread and you jam them together. You know what I saw, and it's not a brand new movie, but I highly recommend it. I don't know how it slipped past my radar. Will Smith's Gemini Man.
So I have seen that. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen of it, and I thought it looked good, but I just really haven't put time to watching it.
It keeps your attention from start to finish, and it's like a classic what Eric likes. All the right people get what they deserve, and all of the good people, except for one, make it to the end of the movie. The opening scene, though, he takes out a guy on the bullet train. Now, what kind of specialty technique would it take to actually do that? I mean, you're talking about the train is right there.
Yeah,
and something like a half of a mile away or whatever, he pulls the trigger, and because of the travel time and the speed of the train, and it hits the window that the guy is in, and hits him right in the neck. Yeah, I know that shit is possible, but the chances of being able to do that, astronomical. To kill a guy sitting in a seat on a bullet train.
How was that movie that you guys started on Sunday? What was it called? An On? Or wasn't it called An On or something like that? Remember where the guy that it was like a kind of a detective or something? They could see like everything's information. He kept getting like little computer bars popped up on everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
How was that? Was that any good?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth watching.
I only watched like, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But, I mean, it had me intrigued in the 15, 20 minutes.
The new one I'm kind of into, what is it? Electric Dreams. It is the movie version, or
Electric Dreams, you call it.
I think that's what it's called. It's by Philip K. Dick, and I keep promoting the old radio series Mindwebs. It's a series that's done. They're making episodes of various science fiction writings. You still have to pick something.
I told you do.
What flavor of death do you want?
I told you two. I don't care. You're the host, boss. You're the boss, boss.
The problem is God. Here's the sad thing. I paid $39 for this bottle.
Yeah.
It was $60 yesterday.
What?
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Well, I don't blame you.
Oh God. Well, see, we got two of these in a row. So do we actually go straight 2 shots in a row of 116.2%?
No, I don't think we should do 2 of those. I mean, we can maybe do 1. I don't think we should do 2.
You've had the quarter cask, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's not quite as smoky as the 10. It's kind of like the cast strength and the 10 had a baby.
Just fucking pick one. I don't give a shit. You know why I don't give a shit? Because you finally got all the fucking good stuff up front. You got a whole row of top shelf.
Here's the sad.
I don't care.
Here's the sad truth.
Oh.
There's like
You've been hitting the hard bag hard.
There's like 1.5 shots left of that. God, you could just kill it now. Okay, fine.
You're the boss.
I can go with this.
Cask strength? Is that what that is?
The quarter cask.
Quarter cask. That's what I meant.
So should I just stand here and refill it again?
No.
Because we got one of these, say hi to Jules, and then do another one of these.
No, we'll do this. We'll say hi to Jules. And we'll go from there.
Clyde would approve anyway. Clyde's got a 32-year-old bottle of Lafroig.
Just ridiculous.
I could sell
Good for him, though.
I could sell my truck and not have enough money to buy that bottle.
Right. It's not too shabby, actually.
No,
I don't mind Lafroig, but that one seemed pretty smooth.
It almost seems like it just has like a little hint of a sweetness to it. The perfect marriage of peat and oak.
Well, it's got some.
Why did I waste my time doing that?
Well, Eric, you have been drinking, and sometimes you're.
Fuck that guy.
I was wondering what you were spazzing out on over there. A little spider?
No, it was flying. He flies no more.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Dad. I hate putting shit against this.
So, hey, you want to go shoot a deer with me this year? I'm
No.
telling you, I've got it down. I've got it down pat. Told you where I go. So you don't even have to walk out in the woods far. We don't have to drag them far. And they come out between noon and 4:30, but typically it's been, I'm getting 4 of them to walk right up to me every day at like between 2 and 4 o'clock. Usually they're like right around 2 o'clock on the dot.
You know, somewhere in here they're going to put out a memo. Matt is going to be sitting at that table as you round the corner, dumbass.
Dude, I'm surprised. I've sprayed off so many bullets because they're back in the woods a little bit, and I don't give a shit. I already got one, you know, so I'm like, after that, I'm just going to have fun. And then, you know, usually I'll try to let them come up close, or else as soon as I get a shot, I'm like, fuck it. It's through all the brush. Boo, boo, boo. I shot 3 off the other day. I didn't touch a damn deer. But it's, like I said, the brush is so thick there.
Yeah,
it's like
it's definitely
you can see them because they're only like a foot into the brush, but you've seen that kind of brush like a foot in. It's like, all right, you see their outline, but it's like, man, there's fucking so many branches and trees going up and down. But I'm still popping shots. I don't care if I see them, I'll take it. I'm 2 for 2 out of 4. Missed 2, shot 2. But yeah, you want to go out there? Dude, this is fun target practice. Fuck hitting the metal, man. You go out there after work, maybe get done like an hour or 2 early one day. Go up there. Dude, you could be just sitting there. I'm telling you, you come in prime time. Yeah.
yeah. We're going to have ourselves a little show here. Jules, Island Gal. Eric, cooking in the man cave. Hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Scotsman says whiskey. Oh. Then Scotsman says, the way this is going, it won't be much longer. Someone will make a move, and
all hell will break loose. Yep. I'm surprised it hasn't.
Well, since he already called it, might as well just keep on reading his comments. Scotsman, the fake news is doing a great job pushing the fear factor out on a daily basis. According to them, they are now 1K deaths a day and 100,000 new cases a day. But it's funny how this miracle vaccine is 90% effective against something 99% people recover from anyway. And the flu vaccination is only 40% effective and has been around for many, many years. Intriguing, is it or not? You fucking conspiracy theorists. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It must be because he's from another country.
Yeah, you just don't know shit.
Howdy, Scotsman. These ones are the good ones.
Wasabi.
These are the ones I remember I told you my son snuck into my dash. Started eating my snacks when I wasn't there. He fucking spit those out real quick. I think he was only 4 at the time.
Tried to sneak those?
Yeah. I was like, ooh, daddy snacks. He was like 4 or 5. Went into him. Grabbed a handful. Learned real quick not to touch my snacks. To be honest, I don't think he does touch my snacks anymore. I gotta tell him to try something. He was all hung up on sushi. Finally went and got him some real sushi a couple weeks ago. He loves the chopsticks. He actually fell asleep with the chopsticks. Sure don't fucking like sushi though.
I keep wanting to try, but I'd be going by myself. That place over by Applebee's, before you get to Walmart in Superior. They are...
Hold on. Before you get to where? Applebee's?
Yeah. You know how you just passed Benaford?
Yeah,
and
on the left. So it's on the right-hand side you're talking about.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd go with you, but I just want to give you a warning. Last time I went there with someone died.
There? Or
No. No, like the next day the person I went with died.
Okay, that's kind of gloomy. I'll go alone.
He was only like 26, I think, or 27. Well, my sister went too, and my son, and my brother.
I don't want fucking raw anything. That's not my game.
Well, some sushi is raw.
But they have some cooked stuff that really sounds good.
You know what's even better? Did you ever have sushi rolls?
Yeah.
If you go down right there.
You brought them over.
No, you ever go right down in the corner though? Right across from Taco John's? That like infusion ice cream place?
Yeah.
Dude, they do sushi rolls there. They'll give you 3 rolls for $10 and they're good.
I've never been in there, but I'd be willing to try that.
Dude, I'm telling you, they'll roll them right on the spot so you know they're fresh. Because I always like going to the Mount Royal because they put in...
Hey, I can roll a new roll of old shit for you if you want.
I can roll a better roll of anything you can roll without whatever.
Well, that's something different. Does it end with a lick?
Sometimes. Saying I can roll like the best of them. I'm telling you, I'm pro roller.
Rolling, get your dough. Scotsman.
Cheers, boys.
They had that over there too.
What's that?
The quarter cask. I believe it was.
Over where? Oh, Superior?
Yeah, Keyport.
Yeah.
They had all 3 of those. The problem is, I thought the price. I thought $64 for the cast strength was more than fair. I thought $60 for the 10 was way overpriced.
Now, so my question for you is this: how much did you pay for this?
64.
What do you compare it to that?
I like the cast strength. I like the Lefroy cast strength a little bit more because it has a little bit more juice. But otherwise, these 2 would be sitting side by side in my light category.
Okay. Well, no, I just wondered because they're pretty similar to price range, but I think this one's actually it was like $75 after tax. That's after tax. Before tax, I think it was $66 or something like that. This fucking tax is crazy on alcohol up here.
No, it was $85 for that bottle and the 4-pack.
Okay.
So when you throw the tax in, they're probably the same cost.
Yeah.
And if I had to roll with one or the other, the only reason the Lefroy wins is because I'm finding on Scotch
alcohol.
with the higher alcohol is actually it brings. I don't know. This is weird. I'm not drinking the cast strength because I want more alcohol because it gets you drunk faster.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe a little, but the flavors are more.
So that's the one thing that's where I guess I haven't had the Lefroy cast strength yet. But to me, the Lagavulin is more flavorful than the 10 or the quarter cask.
I won't argue that.
Okay. Well, see, I haven't had the other one.
But for some reason, that extra juice brings out the flavor for me in that. The first time I had something that was cast strength, I guess my brain said cast strength must mean it has more alcohol, but I didn't realize it had that much more alcohol, but it had a lot more flavor. That's kind of like the Brook Laddies. Those are all, and the Paul John. No, that Lagavulin is fucking insane.
What's the date today?
15th.
Fuck, man, I had this whole week planned out and I just fucked up. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do this week I forgot about.
Well, we better get this brew review done. Steve says...
Nothing crazy like that I gotta do tonight.
Took about 4 tablespoons of bacon grease from making bacon this morning, added coarse pepper, garlic powder, salt, and let them meld together while the grease heated up. Added a package of sliced mushrooms and half an onion sliced. Cooked till they all had a little dark color on them. Always great with eggs and bacon. Oh, I'm just going. I can say 3 things to Steve. Sounds great, good stuff, great job. I'm going with sounds great.
Yeah, it does sound good.
You know, you're either a person that likes mushrooms or not, and I've actually been wanting to expand and try. I have not had, I've not even had those. I tried once, but my sister couldn't find anything for me. Having said that, the the mushrooms I'd really like to try are those ones that that
ones that are big and you cut open like steaks.
Well, there's what the shiitake, the shiitake. I have had the what Parabellum, not Parabellum. That's a 9mm round. Those ones.
Yeah, I'm having a brain fart now because you said it wrong. So now I keep thinking Parabellum. Parabella.
Parabella. There is a whole bunch of mushrooms out there that I'd really like to try, and I almost bought them instead of the normal ones.
You've ever had morels?
Mm-mm.
What?
I don't think so.
Morels are like the fucking most sought after. Like people, oh man, people pay the price in gold for a morel.
Are those the ones that everybody I know?
They look like rotten brains almost.
In Michigan, they're hunting out in the woods.
Yeah.
I heard those are like a mushroom and chicken had a baby.
Yeah.
Now that's the one I want to really try.
That's morel. We can go walking around and fuck. You know, there are a lot of things we could do, but you fucking always too busy. I'll be walking my ass around this
Hey, if
late
you knew,
spring, early summer, looking for them.
If you knew an area, I'd go with in search of those.
I don't know a specific area. That's the problem. They grow. They're getting more and more rare around here because everyone goes hunting for them, and it's just tough. We don't have the best area for it. It's not that they don't grow here; they do, but we don't have the best areas.
It seems like the crew in Michigan finds a lot of them.
Oh, you can find a lot of them up here too, but
Gunwild, the brew babe has too many clothes on. Agreed. Gunwild, the second brew babe has too many clothes on as well. Smile money. Matt, I hope you cheered Eric up on this Sunday review. He has been kind of a Debbie Downer or in need of a Snickers bar. Laugh out loud.
Snickers bar? It's a Snickers. Snickers bar.
But have you seen is it the Saturday Night Live skit?
No, I guess I haven't.
If it's going to be a while, have a Snickers. Never mind. I'd have to show you the video. It's racist. Fine, it's racist, but I didn't create it, okay?
Hold on, so you can put a racist joke out there and not be considered racist.
If you're part of Hollywood, yeah, it's acceptable.
But if you go put in like a crap ton towards black communities and colleges, and you're all of a sudden a racist?
I bet you if I haven't already been given a suspension on Fagbook, I probably have, because I put up a video of Trump supporters getting beat up by BLM.
Oh yeah.
And BLM, any person that's part of BLM, I hope you fucking die by falling off a mountain, getting a flaming corn cob up your ass or whatever. But I put up a thing and I basically said how I feel about BLM along with that video, and I wouldn't be surprised if by now I've been given some kind of a ban. But that's okay, because
well, maybe
I have been trying for years to get a good ban.
You know what? You don't have to just wish death upon him, you know. Maybe they could fucking follow the yellow brick road and ask, Mr. Oz for a fucking brain. It's happened before in movies. Could happen again. Just think about it. You don't have to kill everything you disagree with. That's the BLM way.
Well, no, I would probably get I'd probably get an erection out of voting from the rooftops from a few people.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I tell you what, I've been loving going out in the woods. You know what I call this? Putting meat on the table, meat on the fridge, but also, this is what, who was it? Well, it wasn't Club that said you gotta stretch out.
Yeah, stretch.
This is my
Joey.
Joey. This is my stretch out before shit gets real. I'm shooting running targets.
You were speeding. No, I wasn't. I was at a stoplight. Your taillight was out. It's impossible. This is a brand new car. You fit the description. Now get out of the car. What description? Get out of the car.
I don't know if this is...
Gonna be here for a while? Have a Snickers. Hi, I'm
That was
I'm
wrong,
Scott
but that was
Sykes.
kind of funny.
NYPD Blue Audition?
I ain't gonna lie.
There's a script. Please have a seat with the others.
Thanks. Bitch, better have my money.
Bitch better have my money.
Okay, they were funny, and I didn't create them. They were created by Hollywood and black people, so have a Snickers bar. It's gonna be a while. Gunwild, Logan's Run was released in 1976. Thank you, Gunwild. Oh, and Gunwild has the last comment before we go to the Two-Hearted Ed Club to the sunny slopes of Longo. Hashtag Justin Funnel Mission. Gunwild, I would like to come and visit you, but it would have to be when there is no snow. Cold and me don't mix well. I'm not an Eskimo and I refuse to eat mushrooms. Okay. I could go for some mushrooms right now. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. Okay, in the
Here,
club.
try this one. Try this one. Well, you saw what I just did. I'm gonna try it too, but I don't know. Does that make it any worse?
No.
Okay.
I will admit, here's the weird thing. I'm not feel. Well, now I'm feeling it on my tongue.
Pop it in.
It actually went up my nose like an effervescent. Hey. No, that's not bad at all.
Actually, it takes that wasabi taste right out. I didn't even taste any wasabi.
Need to do is
We got to make some of our own almonds. That actually wasn't bad at all.
I wonder what would happen if I used that in a batch of boiled peanuts. See, I'm not sure if it still works or not. The Tantrum cooker.
The one that looks like it got dropped off a roof a few times.
I was in a bad mood one day and I punched that when I was coming down the stairs.
No shit, huh?
It was sitting up on the shelf actually. I think, well, I don't know, I'd probably run it outside.
Did you get done talking to me or Mike?
No, it wasn't you or Mike.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn neighbors that won't ever fucking leave me alone.
I hope I didn't wreck it because I want to
It
use
looks
that.
fucked up, man. It looks literally like you dropped it off the roof or something.
I just...
It's not even one side that's dented. That's fucking half of it.
That was just one punch. I hit it hard though.
It's creased all over.
I need to try maybe just running it one time with maybe just water in it outside with an extension cord to make sure that...
These sparks fucking going everywhere.
Or blow up
Oh,
if
shit.
I breach the seal when I hit it.
Yeah.
Well, Christine actually wasn't mad at me because she went and bought the one that she wanted. But I want that for the boiled peanuts. I think putting some of that in the water with the boiled peanuts would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. You know what? At first it tasted alright, but just like you, it took a while. Now I'm feeling it on my tongue.
It gets worse as it goes.
Yeah, I'm feeling it on my tongue now.
But you're right though. It almost voids out the wasabi.
Mm-hmm. I've been, you know what? I made a bunch of that. I'd say I made about a full bag. And I filled up a jar for myself. I gave you what, about a quarter of a bag, something like that. A little bit more than
Oh,
that.
I've been going through it.
That's,
I fucking put it on mashed potatoes. I put it on pizza.
I have two Dude, but then I gave my girlfriend probably the biggest bag because she says she likes hot stuff too. And now I'm getting kind of pissed because, just like you, I've been flying through that shit, dude. I'm putting it on everything. My hamburger helper, oh, it fit great with hamburger helper last night. Moon jumper. No, haven't.
I can't tell you who I got this from. It was an undisclosed beer drop.
Yeah, okay. Tell you what, my tongue's kind of over it now. I feel it, but biggest thing when I'm eating this shit, my nose fucking wants to run like a son of a gun.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to do a shot of your shit right at bedtime so I can breathe before I put the CPAP machine on.
Oh, you know,
that is the fucking thing I hate about the goddamn CPAP machine. Yes, NIHAP. I have, in 365 days, I have used it 365 times. But, oh, when you start to get a little plugged up, and you wake up feeling like a fat guy sitting on your face, that would happen to Joey. Joey.
I'm gonna get a bunch of meat here now. We could be making some jerky. That might not be too bad on some jerky either.
I think I need to invest in a dehydrator.
Well, I got one. I told you you can use it, but
well, with as much shit as you've been shooting lately, you might need to fire up 2 dehydrators.
well, I just throw it in the freezer. I throw it in the freezer and just make a batch or 2 at a time. Because one batch takes all day.
Oh, easily, depending on how thick you slice it.
Yeah.
First in the club is Cobra saying, cheers, Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers. German Ninja, oh, it's like the Two-Hearted Ed Club. Gunwild, cheers, Clubbers. You too, Matt, I guess.
Thanks. Piss off. So nice.
Well, maybe they feel comfortable because I think I did say tomorrow's Sunday and Matt should be here.
Well, yeah, I mean, typically Sundays back to, well, it used to be the normal day was Sundays for sure. And then went to Saturdays and potential Sundays. Well, now it's back to just Sundays.
Then Scourge, time for shots, Infinity Shot Club, time to become an American hero, Matt. Oh, I don't know if I really want to do one of those right now.
I definitely don't. And how is that going to, then Scourge, I want to know how that's going to make me an American hero. You know, it is kind of funny. I even got my American hat on today, and it's like these people are seeing this shit live because the comments they're saying. You prep them all. Took a quick snap me outside of my porch.
How the hell did I know you'd be wearing good pants? Or an American hat.
An American hat.
Didn't Scourge, you're killing me. I do not want a shot of that right now.
I just think it would ruin everything. We've already had kind of some shit today. You know, I can't even say it's shit, but it's not. It leaves an awful taste.
Last
or
in.
with a bad ending. Leaves a bad ending.
Last in. Smile money. Cheers. Two-Hearted Ed Club. I'm going to hit the refresh button, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here. Because we're already coming up on time to go kill some shit on the grill. Not sure what it is.
Oh, fuck, you got me excited. Time to go kill some shit. I was like, hey, we could go out and do a little deer hunting for an hour or 2. Just kidding. Can't do that after you've been drinking. You're supposed to do it while you're drinking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how America. That's how that shit works. Okay. Never actually gave a.
I'll give it a 5.5.
I'm gonna go 4.
I'll give it a 5.5.
And I want to go revisit this. I think I want.
I saved you one. I figured you want to. Honestly, I saved you one. I went back to that.
You're nuts.
No.
You can take it home with you. Okay, guys, cheers. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Besides that, by the time Matt leaves, we'll have drank everything I had to review in the house. Actually, that's not true. I got 2 things from you in there.
Fuck off.
2 things from you.
By the time I leave, you'll have drinking everything in your house?
We will. I have the Christmas, and I have the Sippin' Pretty from you.
Well, we also have the we got that vanilla chocolate. You said that was horseshit, though. I might just fucking take that to drink too.
Or we can review it next Sunday.
Whatever.
Plus, I got the one from Ed, an actual bottle from Ed. Okay, I'm gonna have to put him down.
Fucking, I'm dying over here. Oh, those peppers are clearing me right out. I'll tell you what.
One stop from Joey from the truck stop, and he'll get you cleared out.
Fuck
He'll be shitting like a goose for like a week.
Oh no.